Ed, congratulations. Again, I can't do math very well. I graduated in 1969 and you graduated in 1953. And I hope, as a matter of fact, I can't do it now, move as well as you do right now. So congratulations on that. One thing I will say, Ed, is that I have more metal inside of me than you do. So I think on that end of it, I might last a little longer. So, this is a special moment. Again, I want to thank the Shawnee County Sports Council for the nomination and considering me. I wasn't near the athlete that Ed was, but I have been around great people. And the reason that I am up here is because of the great people I've been around. It's a special moment, just like Ed said. I have the distinct pleasure of representing a community that takes not only athletics but everything that kids endeavor very, very, very seriously. They support them. I have the distinct honor of representing past coaches, Coach Tokus and Coach Dahl, who were my high school coach, Coach Lindstrom, who I worked with for many years until he became the administrator, and present coaches. Alan Cunningham, Warren Bledsoe, Warren Ziegler. It's a great honor to be able to do that. Even more so, the players that I represent have made, the numbers are what they are. They will be what they will be. I represent a group of players, my first generation players, Mark as the quarterback, Ronnie Martinek as the receiver that caught most of the passes, and the center, Alan Cunningham. What a special way to start. Like Mark said, we started out 4-5, but it was a process going forward. And he also didn't tell you, with all this passing game skill that we had, we ran the wish mode as a first-year coach. So even though I knew them, I didn't want to put them in the situation. I wanted to challenge Mark with his running ability, and as you can see with 4 and 5, how that worked out. The other end of the spectrum is the most recent players. I have 2 of them over there. Kobe Austin, All-State, All-Class 3A defensive end, and Dalen Kruger, who's top 11 as a quarterback. Special people. And in between, there have been great athletes in between. Been blessed, very blessed with all of that. In between, my sons both played for me, challenged for them more so than me. Travis is here, Trevor couldn't make it. So when that is on the screen, there are so many other people involved to make this thing work. And we demand, coaches know it takes a lot to get the job done, and it's getting more complicated each year. My family, to represent them, I'm so blessed. My mom allowed me to screw up as a youngster, let me learn from my mistakes. Obviously my son, my daughter, who was here earlier, and then the most special person, along with my mother, is my wife Patty of 34 years. It takes a special person to be a coach's wife, and she'll be the first one. If you've been around coaching, you understand that. It's not only the commitment that you've got to put in during the season and the time during the season. Even when I was home, she would talk to me and I wasn't home. I mean, you're so involved that I'd be thinking about things that went on during the day. She'd be trying to talk about, she had to raise 3 kids in an age differential of 3 years, from 81 to 84 was when the kids were born, and she'll tell you she carried the load, and that was special. It's also tough to be a coach's wife because she's the one that sits up in the stands. She's been to most every ball game. Sits in the stands and she hears people talk about why is this going on, why is that going on. She's got a hole in her lip probably for life, trying to fight it, making sure she doesn't represent me in a bad way. She's a special person, and I couldn't have made it through all this without her. Last thing I really want to talk about is, why do I coach? What is it all about? I've been asked this question a lot. For me, it's an honor. It's an honor to be involved with young people. And the reason it's an honor for me to be involved with young people is because of the fact that those parents trust me to put them in a activity. We call it a contact sport. Football is not a contact sport. It's a collision sport. And those people that have played it understand what that's all about. But those parents trust me with their most valuable possession, which is their children, in order to teach them some values that can't be taught in the classroom. And those values, in my opinion, number one, mental toughness. Can you be mentally tough to handle what's you're about to encounter? Can you not listen to that small voice, that weak voice in the back of your head that says, you don't have to do it this hard. You don't have to work this hard. You don't have to try so hard. I've been blessed to have players that have mental toughness. And there's a lot of you that have received honors this evening that have that toughness. That toughness is brought. You're not going to find that in a book. You can open up a book and read all you want and get all the knowledge you want, but you're not going to find that toughness until you're out there on a limb by yourself, and you got to not listen to that voice and don't do it so hard. The second thing is the ability to handle adversity. We talk about this a lot with our kids. Can you handle it's okay. It's not hard to do when things are going right. But can you do it when things are tough? When things are hard? Can you play through that? Can you pull together through that? That's not something you're going to find in a book. That's something that you find with a teammate next to you. Or that coach that gives you the kick in the butt just to get you going. Those are the things that are not taught in books. They're valuable lessons that make people the great people that they are. And then the last thing, and then I'll be done, is the physical toughness. The willingness, and kids are great about it in this generation, the willingness to put their physical being to test, to work hard, to feel the pain, to play with injury, or play with pain, maybe not injury, but be able to play with pain, to put up with it, just to be part of that group, just to be involved. Those are the reasons why. Those are the special moments. Those are the things that come back and will be cherished for the rest of my life. And I'm sure for anybody who's played, hopefully players from Silver Lake, our community, can cherish those trips to Hutch or wherever it was, and even the games where we didn't make it to the state finals. Those are special moments. Those are the things. We talked about this with our football team. The tarnish on the ring will go away, but the memories will never be. And as long as you have special people to share those memories, it will always be special. Again, I want to thank Doug in particular. He kept me on track with this, and the Shawnee County Sports Council for considering me for this honor. And I truly, truly appreciate all the people that have contributed to my success. Thank you.